back to my channel called Jonesy. So it has been for a long time I didn't do any video because I was busy. So but today I've decided to start a full tutorial about MERN Stack. So we're going to learn how to build our own API and then how to integrate it in different application like web application or mobile application. But for now we're going to begin with the back end, like the back end, and then after back end we will move on to front end. So that will help us a lot learn more about MERN Stack. So in the MERN Stack, we're gonna learn how to build API with MongoDB and Node.js, and we will use different library, install every packages. So for this video won't be take too many minutes, but I'm gonna do it in shortly so that you can understand as well. I will explain everything. As you can see, this is my API I built with MongoDB and Node.js and the library as well. And I stored it, so I have deployed with Render. So we're gonna learn also how to deploy our own API. So with Render, and which is useful as well. So I'm gonna teach you many things, and I'm gonna share again the GitHub repository so that you can go download and practice as well. So please, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like it as well, share it with your friend, invite more friends so that we can learn all together, and that is awesome. So there we go. And this is my render, so I have deployed everything there. This is e-commerce API as well, and yeah, this is my GitHub repository, but we're gonna build our own GitHub repository as well, and deploy our MongoDB, our APIs as well, and then I use this URL to the front end, and you can use even in the mobile application and so on, and this is useful as well. Yeah, but for now, let me open. This is my folder, and let me open it inside my Visual Code. I think it is empty, but we are going to create this project from scratch, and I will explain everything so that you can understand and build your own API as well. Yeah, there we go. I have just opened it inside my Visual Code. So first, what we need to do is to open my terminal in Visual Code, and once it's done, what we're going to do is to initialize this package, initialize this project as well. And so I'm gonna start from scratch. So npm init, and then press enter, and then see what will happen. And let us wait a little bit. You will see, okay, this is the name. The name is the shop, so I want to leave it like that. The version is 1.0.0. Description is API, so like e-commerce API. So we can build any API that we want, but for now we're going to be focused on e-commerce API. So I've written like about the e-commerce, but doesn't matter, we're gonna change. Yeah, so I want to specify this index, but I don't want to do this because it's from scratch. I will show you how it works. Let us press enter, press enter, press enter, press enter. There we go. And yeah, everything's okay. But in this project, I'm going to use import method type, because most of tutorial on YouTube are using common type. So I'm gonna explain you. So, but now we have stored, we have initialized our project. There it is in the package.json. As we can see, we have this type common, but we are not going to use this common, but we're going to use import as well, because import is very secure. And most of our videos on YouTube are using this one called the common, which is common for everyone. So we're gonna use our model here. I'm gonna show you how it works as well. And this is our description, but let me change it. So I wanna correct it. E-commerce application. There we go. It doesn't matter. I can even change the name, but it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. But as you can see in our folder, it's still empty, but I want to create many things there. But to do that, let me install some library as well. So let me do this. There we go. But now let me install. To install the library, let us use npm. So like for this course, if you did not install, if you don't know how to install Node.js, I will paste the link below so that you can follow the code lines, and then you can install it as well. And it's very simple, just download and install as well. So come here and type like MongoDB, so the Node.js, something like that, and then come here, download. But you can download any version that you want. So, but for now, this version 2022 is awesome and it's very good. I recommend it for everyone to use it. So as well, download it, install, and everything will be okay. So for now, let us install Express. We're going to use Express, MongoDB, Mongoose, okay, and course. And then after course, I'm gonna show you, but so I don't want to install many things at once. But okay, first let us install it as well, and we come back in the second. Yeah, there we go. So we have just installed these three packages. We have installed Express, we have installed the MongoDB, and then Mongoose, that which is awesome. Let me clear this stuff. Now, as you can see, we have models, and the models, there's a bunch of stuff, but it's not even interested. So, which is, I think we're going to change a little bit here. As you can see, we have installed MongoDB, and then Mongoose, and then Express, dependencies, and this, which is awesome. Good. But for now, as I told you, let us create our endpoint index.js. Remember when I was trying to create the project, to initialize the project, I wanted to create index.js, but I didn't want to, and I've just created it right here. But we're going to use import instead of require. So I have just imported Express from, but right now if I try to run my application, it won't work because I did not change the model here, like um the common JS. So I need to change this one. I need to change this common to model, as you can see, and now we'll be able to use it as well. Come here. Okay, I have imported it as well. And then first, let us create our server. To create our server, first we need to create a variable called app. And then app will take express. Okay, we will initialize this express and come here, call the app variable, and then use listener, and then we're gonna use the port The listener will take two arguments. The first one will be called port. Be like 3001, then separate it and callback function. The callback function will take and the message which will be displayed in the console, like console log. Can do something like the server is running on port, and then give the name of the port. So, but for in our case, the server is running on port 3001 as well, and now it will work. But for it to work as well, let us come here in our package, right? Come find out the scripts. Once you find out the script, uh, come here, create. So write start. Okay, start will be okay. For now, I won't do this because it will give an error. But later test it if it is working. So to test this, we'll do something like npn, or I will do Node.js index.py. Come here, later the server is running, everything's working as well. But imagine if I update something here. For example, I don't want to put the port here. I want to create a variable called port, and then put 3001 right there, and then call the port variable there. Then come here again, change it, uh, like write dollar sign there, and then call the port right there. I have served it as well, but for this to work, I need to rerun again my application. For example, let me do port one, okay, and let me rerun again, pull one as well. But if I change it, I remove one and serve, it won't work. So I need to rerun again the server, and which is not good. I need to rerun again the server. Once I rerun the server, you will see now the changes we have made in our entire application. But this is not useful. But to fix this, we have a model which is called uh, NodeMon. NodeMon will help us to refresh our application in case we made like any changes in entire our application. So the node mode will help us to rerun automatically. So let us install it. To install it, we will type npm install nodemon, and then I will install nodemon as well. So come back in a second. There we go. We have just installed our nodemon as well. But to use this nodemon, let us come back in package.json. As you can see, we have nodemon right there. And then come here, use start, and then use nodemon, and then index.js. But you know what? In deployment, if we want to run like in production, we need to change this start to node, like nodemon. We need to remove nodemon there and then put just node, because if we are deploying in, for example, in any platform, it will look for a nodemon in order to run your server. If you didn't mention a node, it won't work. So that's why we will change nodemon to node, but I will show you how it works as well. Okay, now let us run our application, but now we will run our application like npm start. Okay, and then you will be able to see our changes. So, but for example, If I come here and then put one there, you will see, and then the changes is there. Then I want to move it. Yeah, as you can see the changes, you can see the change, and this is awesome. Now our server is running as well. Congratulations, you are able to create your first server. But this is only the first step we need to follow as well. Good. The second thing, let us create on the folder. Let us create the folder called route. Route, like route will help us. For example, if you remember, and if you remember this API, we have this route called API product, and then product, something like that. But if I want to get this product by ID, I will do something like API product, and can come here by ID, something like this, by ID. Okay, come here, paste the ID, and then try to run. If it is incorrect, we will get an error. If it is correct, we will get to this particular project as well. That's how it works. This is the route, but we're going to define this route by ourselves as well. So come here, I have routes, and then in my route, because we gonna create a product, I can create like product. So the route can contain the name of your specific API you need to call. Well, yeah, that's why I need to do this product. But to create the route, you know what? Most of people used to doing something like this. They come here, create app.use. App.use is it's only way we can use what we call the middleware. So you will know it later. So I will use this one to create my route called API, and then product. Remember the product I've just showed you as well. So this is my route. This is my route. So once I call this, I will be able to get a response, but I won't be able to get that response. Yes. Why? Because I did not define this route. To define this route, I will come here. I want to separate stuff, and I will show you how to do things. So I come here and then import also Express. Don't forget to import the Express in order to define your route. Come here, create a router, and then Express dot route, parentheses. Come here, export it by default. Export default. Okay? Export default, and then call route here as well. Now I have my route. But it's like it's just the beginning. We just are trying to create a route, but I have my route here. But I will show you how it works. It's very easy. And now, what we need to do right now is come here and then import, because we have exported it like by default. We can do something like um, product router from. It's coming from route, okay, and then product. Remember, if you are using import method, like import type instead of common, like common JS, you will need to add this extension of the file. In case you don't add this, you will get an error. For example, let me remove this. You will see an error there. And if I add this JS, the server will run as well. So we have an error because we did not define anything. They say it like the uses require the middleware function. We need to add a function. So come here, okay. Um, I come here and then use this. You call this function, which is like a function. The second argument. This is a router, and then now I will be able to see my server running, and now everything is correct. So this is the middleware. This is the middleware. So let me serve this. Come here, but now come here. If I want to call this, I will just come here and then type localhost. Again, we have localhost there. We have 301 and then API and then product. Okay. And on site tab there, I press enter. We cannot get API product, something like that, because it is undefined. Yeah, this is product. Okay, so let me do this. I want to do something like API. Okay, let me do only product here. Okay, good. We have product. Okay, I want to fix it. Yeah, it's still the same because we did not define anything. Let me remove S. Come here. Okay, now let us define our first router. Well, first router will be like get to define the router. We have the method called get. We have post. We have post. We have put. We have delete, and yeah, we have for method. Put can be also used as like an patch, something like this. So you can use it that way, but I do like using put. We have a delete, we have a put. Put it's like if you want to edit a product. The post if you want to send just to send the data to the server and then to get the data to the server as well. But for now, it has try to get data to the server. So come here, right? Just something like that. Slash. This is the main, okay? And then the function will have request, and then response. And this is a callback function, okay? So now I will just get the response because we are sending we are getting the response from the server. We are asking the server to give us some information. So I will send the message like here, for example, product API. So now when I refresh, come here, remove S, and then add slash product API. Then now you are able to see your API. So if I want to add, for example, each one, I think it's gonna work. Let us try how it works. It's gonna work. Okay, come here again, then refresh. As you can see, it is working. Okay, congratulations, you are able to create your first router. Okay, but now I need to define another one called post. So for now, like post will be create product. Okay, come here, do the same. We have reg, we have response, we have also let me send like okay, create like post, send the message there. Post will take like create product. So if you want to get it, come here, use like create product. Okay, And once I press enter, it won't work. Why it won't work? Because we are trying to send but not to get the response from the server as well. But there's also another method for you to test it as well. What we are doing is not even awesome, but you can just come here in your extension, okay, install what we call um, client, okay. Install REST client. I have already installed it like a REST client. Once you install it, we're going to use it. So, but to use this REST client, we will create a file in the route here called, for example, test.http, something like this. But for now, we gonna let us get this. We have this, okay, this API. Come here, okay, and write get, okay, and get this. But here I'm going to use context type, which will be application.johnson, okay. And let me send this, press here. You will be able to see this response. If there's an error, you will be also able to see the error, and this is awesome and it is useful. And let us come here to use another one, use a three hashtag like pound, then come here again. But in this case, we're going to use for post, okay? We're going to use for post. Come here, and for post, let us add create product, okay? And this is what we need to do here. Let me try to send this an error. We have an error, cannot get a post because we're trying to get post, but I know what is happening there because I'm using REST like this response, but we need to use this get instead as well. Good. And this is how it works. And now we need one of the main part. We need to connect our MongoDB here, and then I will continue in the next video or later. But to do so, first let us create what we call config folder, and then create also. So in the config folder, we're gonna add DB database, okay, .gs as well, and then come here in your web browser and type MongoDB, and press there. If you don't have an account, you can create one, but I think I do have an account, and just press on get started, and then there we go. Let us wait a little bit, and I will continue with my Google account, and I want to choose this account, and let us see what will happen. And once we're there, we'll create our once we're there, let us create our project. So our project will be uh, MERN with Jancy, something like that. And come here, create it as well. Now we have created, and everything is good. We have created our product MERN with Jancy. Okay, but now let us create our cluster. For first time. I'm gonna show you how it's gonna work. So, but we will choose it. We will use for free. If you want to pay, you can pay, but because we still are starting, but I recommend you to use this one for free. This version, and come here, give a name. The name like MERN, MERN with Jancy. Okay, there we go. I'll leave the server as you want, but I want to use AWS something like that. You can use any server that you want. I just want to use the bearing and come here, deploy it as well, and we'll be able to see our changes like our cluster there. Okay, but now we have something. This is my username and this is my password. You can change it as well. Let me create Johnsy, uh, Johnsy 0, Johnsy 01 and come here. Okay, so or I can just choose a method of connection. Create the press the choose a method of like okay, let me create the first this and then I choose a method. Okay, choose a connection method. Okay, connection method, this is what will help us to connect this MongoDB to our server. Click there. This is the first link. You will be the first link being generated here as well. Okay, now what we need to do is to come here, okay? But we're gonna use not Go, we're gonna use Node.js, okay? This is our Node.js that we're gonna use. Okay, just copy this, come here in our server. Okay, but this information is very sensitive. We have our server there, but it's very sensitive. We need to add this in .env, like a variable, like in verbal environment, something like that. So in order to do that, we need to hide this. Yeah, let us create .env, .env. But .env like is not installed. We need, oh sorry, we need to install it as well. Okay, and now we should be able. Oh, sorry, what is happening there? So we should be able to create like let us create like Mongo URL something like that. Mongo URL and then I paste it as well. I'm gonna show you how it works. Yes, and this is automatic. We have already our password there, but in any case that you don't have any password here, just change it. Come here and then put your password. But I didn't want it to happen, but we have already changed it. So so we're going to explore it later and come back again here. As you can see, now as you can see, we have already installed it one, and now we're done. Okay, we're done. And let us close this. Okay, let us come back. Remove this and kill our server. Let us kill our server and then want to install .env. .env will help us to use the particular file inside our .env. So I have installed it. So I did not install it. Sorry, I forgot to install, and it is being installed. But yeah, we have installed it, our .env. So, but in order to use it, come here import.env, import.env, okay, .env from .env, okay, and come here, use it .env, okay, .config parentheses. Now we are going to use this .env. Okay, now I will change a little bit here, because it's like to use this, I will do something like process.env and then port. I will need to create another port in .env. In case this port is not provided, the program gonna use 3001. Sorry, come here and then create another variable, called the port, and then the port should be, so let me use the same port as well. It's gonna work. And we have MongoURL, and let me we run again the server. Our server should work. Yeah, it is working as well. And now let us connect our database to our server. It's very simple. First, remember, we installed Mongoose. Mongoose is the one we're gonna use here. So Mongoose is Mongoose from Mongoose, okay? And now create a variable called connectdb. Connectdb, and then use async. So async, which will help our program to work fastly. I'm going to use try catch, and then use await here. And await, I'm gonna use mongoose await.connect. Mongoose.connect. Okay, so I'm gonna use mongoose.connect. Then inside this function, I'm gonna use Mongo URL. Remember, we created Mongo URL right there. So come here, you paste it, Mongo URL, and then send the message like connected successfully. So in case we have an error, we're gonna send again a message, console.log failed, failed, something like this. It's very simple. And come here, export. Let me export it directly here. So I don't want to use many stuff. So just export it as well, and it is being exported. Then come here in our index.ds, import connect db, okay, and it is being imported with this extension, and it will work. So come here, have the server, let us call this, okay, and then let us see if it is nice. Okay, there we go. Way to have, okay, connected successfully, and we have connected our database successfully, this URL as well, and it is working. Our connection has been restored successfully. Now, next time we are going to create the collection, some collection. In MongoDB we call tables collections, but in MySQL we will call it table. But in MongoDB it's collections. But next time we're gonna create collections, and we're gonna send it and create the controllers middleware to my things with you guys. Thank you for watching. If you are still new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. So next time we're gonna continue with this program, which is huge one, and it's helpful for students or for anyone want to increase his knowledge about programming languages, like in building APIs with MongoDB. MongoDB, Node.js, and use any other tools, can comment, subscribe to my channel, and follow me so that I can teach you. And I'm trying to grow my channel. Don't forget that. Thank you so much.